Death-Defying Acts is aptly titled. It begins with one deadly play, follows up with another that starts lively enough but ends in slow death, and the third and final play in the group is an out-and-out killer. Let's begin with that deadly play. It's called An Interview, written by David Mamet, and it is a brief exercise in Mamet dialogue. You know, that halting, herky-jerky style that can drive you crazy.
Who would bury a lawnmower?
No one I know.
But you said it was buried. You said...
Oh, I said the comment was buried.
The comment?
Yes.
What comment?
The thing the man said.
It was buried?
Yes.
What do you mean?
But what, I ask, do they mean? This piece comes off almost as a self-parody. The two actors just sit there going back and forth, making no sense. And the whole thing ends in a cheap lawyer joke. Mercifully, it dies quickly. The second play, about a desperately suicidal woman trying to phone a suicide hotline, is Elaine May's amusing contribution.
Wait a minute, I don't understand. There are 5 suicide centers in Manhattan and none of them is called the Suicide Center? Well, listen, operator. I want the main suicide center.
Linda Lavin, almost unrecognizable in red wig here, does a fine job. She's an amazingly accomplished comedian, as you'll discover in the next play. The problem is that May attempts to stretch this one joke, one act into far more than it deserves, and by the end, we hope Lavin hurries up and puts herself and the play out of our misery. Then it's Woody Allen's turn with this extended one act called Central Park West. It is clearly the best of the bunch, and it is hilarious in the most warped, sophisticated New York way. This sordid tale of 2 friends cheating on their spouses is so bitter and biting, it comes off as a comedy version of Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. Deborah Monk is priceless. She spews Allen's one-liners like a rattlesnake spits venom.
One of my patients gagged on a fishbone at Le Bernardin, and a stranger came up behind her and performed the Heimlich maneuver on her, and it aroused her. And now, wherever she dines, she gags.
Like him or not, Woody Allen is a master comedy writer. Unfortunately, the producers provided very little video of the play, so I'm prevented from showing you the best highlights. But I will just say Allen's play is so accomplished and so well performed, it makes up for the shortcomings of the other 2 plays. You could just die laughing. I'm Roma, and that's a wrap for New York 1.